Hi everyone, it's Colin here with Rock Your Living Room. Today I'm going to use You Can't Always Get What You Want by the Rolling Stones to show you how I learn any song by ear using 5 simple steps. This is the exact process I use to learn songs fast, to put them together in a performance-ready version, and actually have fun in the process. If you've ever thought, I want to learn to play songs, but I don't want to read sheet music, I want to develop my own version, stick around and I'm going to show you how. Step number 1 is learning the bass notes by ear. First thing I do with any song is I listen to the song and then I pick out the bass notes on the keyboard. And it's real easy because if it doesn't sound right, you can tell immediately that's not the right note. Once you hit it, you know you've got that bass note. So why do I start with the bass? It's because that tells you the key of the song, number 1, and also tells you what is the chord progression, and then it gives you a general roadmap of the song. I was just listening to the song before I recorded this. I thought it was in a different key from my memory. I was way off. It's not in the key of D as I thought, but there you go. That's why you listen to it. It's actually in the key of C. There's that really high intro part, but we're not going to get into that yet. We're just focusing on the bass. So after you get through that part and you hear that, you can't always get what you want. You can't always get. So I've identified that it's in the key of C, and it's really just C and F. And then there's one part where it goes, if you try sometime, to D, back to F, just might find you get what you need, back to C. Okay, so I know it's really just those 3 chords, C, F, D, F. I should say it's just those 3 bass notes for the whole song. Okay, so once I know that, I've got a pretty good start to the song, which brings me to step 2. Now that I have the bass notes, I'm going to stack the chords on top of them. I'm listening for major or minor, bright or dark, tense or resolved, anything to give me some clues. Sounds pretty happy to me, this song. So my first guess is going to be C major. Sounds pretty right to me. And then, okay, for the F chord, let's see, maybe it could be minor. We could try minor. Nope, that doesn't sound right. F major, yeah, that sounds pretty right. Yep. Okay. So I know it's going to be C major and F major. Now, if I was just to bring the chords up the scale, the next one would be D minor, right? It wouldn't be D major because there's a F sharp. But let's see, let's just listen to it. I did just listen to it. If you try sometime. Oh, that does sound like it's D major. Let's try D minor. If you try sometime. No, that's not it. If you try sometime, that's better. You just might find, back to F major. Get what you need. These are all 3 major chords. I've just figured that out by listening and kind of singing along with it. You can't always get what you want. If you try sometime, you just might find, get what you need. Okay, so now I've got the bass, the chords, and now we're going to step 3, which is, what is the groove? I have a PDF, the top 10 rock grooves for piano. Check it out in the link below. I usually use, in most cases when I'm learning a song, one of the grooves from that PDF. Almost always, it's one of those grooves. And in this one, I found that I really liked once we got into the rhythm. So first there's an intro that's slow. Right, the choir singing. And then there's the kind of slower part in the beginning. I saw her today at the reception. Doesn't really have a strong groove yet. Glass of wine in her hand, and I knew she would meet her connection. Can't always get what you want. Try sometimes, just might find, get what you need. And then it kicks into the groove. And then I hear boom, boom, clap, a boom, boom, clap, boom, boom, clap. That's my groove number 1 from the PDF. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So I like to call it boom, boom, clap, but it's left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right. I'm playing bass, bass, chord, bass, bass, chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is the groove that I can play for the whole song. You can't always get what you want. And that works really well, I think, for the whole song. And then we can add on to that. But okay, so now I know I've got my bass notes, I've got my chords, I've got my groove once I put them together in that rhythm. That's really what kind of makes it sound like the song. It's not just one or the other. We need to have kind of all three to give us the foundation. And then we get to step 4, which is the melody. So now are we going to sing it? Or are we going to play it? Either way. So now I'm going to listen for the melody and I'm going to kind of sing it. I saw her today at the reception. Glass, there it was, a glass of wine in her hand. I knew she would meet her connection. You can't always. And so that's a pretty simple melody. I think I've got it right, more or less. It's you can't always get what you want, but if you try sometime. Okay, so try sometime, you just might find you get what you need. Okay, so I just kind of had to sing it out, listen to it, and pick it out. Now I think I've got the melody too, that I can either sing or I can play with my right hand. Now if I'm going to play with my right hand, what I would do is I would keep this groove going on the left hand, where I play 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. In the right hand, I would play the melody but put chord notes underneath of it. So it's still a C major chord, but I've got G, C, and E. Okay, so now I've got a way to play the melody and sing if I want to, play the chords and the groove with the bass. And the final step is to add some things that make it sound as much like the original song, like the intro or the ending, any riffs, whatever I can throw in there to make it sound more authentic. A couple ideas for you. First one is that intro, which is I would play high. More or less, you're just kind of playing this high version, and then there's like this trumpet part. I was listening to that; it's really cool, like a flugelhorn or something. Saw her today, I sometime. This is like a. You get what you need. Now here I would kick in this kind of groove where I'm going like 1 and 2, 3, 4. And I heard him doing something where he's like, so it's like this is a great one with 6. F and A, G and E flat, F and D, E flat and C. So that's how I would kind of put it all together, add some more things to make it sound like the original. But now I've got a performance-ready song just from listening to it. I would have to practice it some to make sure. Then I'd have to learn the words if I was going to sing it, learn all the words and make sure I've practiced those. But I've got a shell, a pretty strong shell, and I feel pretty confident about it now. So this is how I would learn a song by ear using 5 simple steps. So if you want to learn songs without sheet music, this is the system that I use, and it has worked for me learning hundreds of songs to play in dueling piano bars, jazz piano gigs, and songs for this channel. The system is you listen, you test it out, make sure you've got it right, bass, chords, groove, lyrics, and extra intros and signature riffs. Put them all together and you've got a performance-ready song. Tell me in the comments, what song should I teach next using the learn by ear method? Thanks so much for watching. Go rock your living room.